good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to a late night coffee with Bo stream, and we kick things off with a little song here while we are waiting for people. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a little hangout here this afternoon, or it's evening where I'm at, but I assume some of you guys are from the US, and it should be about 3 o'clock in some parts of the US, and I suppose it should be 3 or maybe 1 o'clock in some parts. I'm not sure. Mean-spirited mirth says, I shaved my balls for this? Well, good trolling. Good trolling. 10 out of 10. I see Tyler Smith. Good seeing you as well. James Barron. Good seeing you as well. Shannon on Sounds. Good seeing you. Michael Knight says, greetings from Blackpool, England. Well, welcome here, Michael. Welcome to the live stream. Shannon says it's 1 p.m. here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. James Barron says shaving at 2 p.m. Yeah. Tyler Smith, good seeing you as well. Retro Bro. I'm not sure what to call you, but I call you a Retro Bro. Brandon, good seeing you as well. Sean Pickett. Let's see here. Matthew Laurent, good seeing you as well. J-Rod, always good having you. Nice that you could join us this evening or afternoon, wherever you are. Basically, this is a little chill out live stream. This is the second live stream I did today. I'm on a live stream rampage. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and earlier today I did a little sound design live here on the channel. I might post the archive video, but it's also available for all the €5 patrons over on patreon.com/bowbeats. So it's available for everybody over there. And yeah, it went pretty nice, I think. And I also released a video, Digitact, like a sound design experimental video on the Digitact. That is also on my channel earlier today. So it's been a productive day for sure. I actually finished up the video today. And yeah, my daughter is not at home, so I had some more time to hang out with you guys and to talk a little bit about music production, synths, listen to some cool music, and just, you know, chill out. And my wifey is in the chat. Her name is Lina. Be nice to her or I will ban you. She's hanging out here as well. We are both at home, and our daughter is away over the night with the grandparents, so it's, you know, all peace and quiet at home, so that's very nice. So I thought I'd do a little later stream than usual. Definite. Hello Richard. Yeah, double helping today, definitely. You're getting a lot of bow today. I mean, I guess that's not in a sexual way, but you know, it's a lot of bow. I have to close my door. Close the door to the studio. You know, she's well trained. She knows she can't, you know, start screaming at me when I'm recording stuff. she knows the rules of the house. So I just played you an old track I made back in 2004 called Spellcraft. This kind of chill, let's see here, very chill, like, yeah, almost video game inspired tune. And I thought I'd play you guys some older stuff today as well. That's very fun for me, at least, to kind of go back memory lane. I'll also show you guys some images. Nothing dirty, nothing naked. I'll show you guys some images from my old studio. We looked at some images in another stream, and I thought it would be fun to just check, you know, how it sounds, how it looked back in the day, not just how it sounded. But I got one or two pictures for you guys. It's a lot of fun. I also thought we'd do some polls today, just checking out what you guys think about some stuff. So I'm just setting up here. I just can't remember. Let's see here. SH01 is the name, right? Boutique SH01. I'm setting up a little poll here. I want to pick your brain here. What synthesizer I should check out next. So I will make a little poll here for you guys to participate in, and I just I put a little yeah, I put a couple of, let's see here, I put a couple of synths in this straw poll here. So if you guys want to click that and add your vote, that'll be super. So I know what you guys think about what synth should I check out. I'm just, you know, I want to do some polls. I did this over on Facebook as well, just gathering some data. And we'll look at the poll later in the live stream as well. Definitely. Reclo, good seeing you as well. He is still at work, but listening in anyway. Well, I guess a lot of you guys over in the US are still at work, of course. You know, if I were to wait for you guys to kind of leave work, I suppose it would be midnight for me. But Mr. Roundtree, good seeing you as well. Yeah, we have a first question here. Connor Goose asks, do you ever drink tea? Yes, I've actually gone over to tea in the morning because I don't want to drink too much coffee in one day. So I've actually gone over to drinking tea in the morning. Here's a music related synth question. Retro Bro asks, I'm looking for a similar device to Volca Sample. What can you recommend to Volca sample? Retro, do you have the circuit? I'm not saying that they're entirely the same, but the Novation circuit is kind of, if you don't want to go, you know, too high in price range, I'd say something like the Electribe sampler or the circuit would be like my next step. Or do you guys have any other suggestion for Retro? Something similar to Volca sample. I guess in the same kind of price range. So we're thinking like 100 euros to about 400 euros, I suppose, somewhere in between. Digitact is of course an option as well, but that's at 600-700 euros dollars. So yeah, it's a bit more expensive. Matthew, Matthew, you're from Toronto as well? Very cool. Okay, Richard, have you gotten the approval of the family boss to get that Machine Mark III and S61? Very cool, very cool. Very cool. Mean Spirited Mert says Hive Synth. Yeah, Hive Synth is also very interesting. It's definitely interesting. Richard, yeah, you can only choose one. You can only choose one option. So if you haven't, guys, check the straw poll here. If you want to add your voice to whatever I should check out. Ah, yeah, PO32. PO32 is an excellent option as well. Good guys. Good chat. Good chat. Chat gains 1 point. 1 synth point to chat. The PO32 is an excellent choice as well. If you use it with the software, you can change up the sounds on it a lot. So that's very interesting as well. So circuit. So we're talking options. Instead of getting like a Volca sample, I would say, because we're talking something where you can actually change up the sounds pretty much and make a beat on it. So something like a PO32, a circuit. So PO32 would be cheaper. A circuit would be a bit more expensive, like I suppose $150 more expensive, depending on if you can get it for a good price. And next step would be something like an Electribe, perhaps, or it's similar to a circuit. And next up from that, I would say the Digitact. Definitely. Heathcliff, good evening or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Shannon says there's an 8-pad sampler about the size of a mini controller. Ah, yeah. I think you're talking about a Akai MPX. I think you're talking about, right? So Shannon is suggesting here that an option, instead of getting something like a Volca sample, you could be getting something like this. This is an MPX, mobile SD sample player. So it plays samples from your SD card. Now, does it have a lot of depth? No. Is it very good? No. Is it useful? Yeah, according to the people that I know that use them, it can be useful, but it's very limited. It's very limited. I wouldn't pay like $100 for it or something close to that. I would go for a circuit instead. But it's still an interesting option. It's a cheap option, definitely. Exactly, like Matthew says here, the Akai is a good piece of kit, but maybe it's on the light side. I think it's definitely. I've had several friends talk about it. You know, people buy it, and perhaps they expect a little bit more. You know, I think a Volca is a lot better in general, definitely. And Alesis, yes, Richard, you are correct. Alesis does something similar as well. Let's see here. Let's see here if I can find it. Alesis drum machine, maybe. Not the SP404, no. We're thinking a lot cheaper. I think Alesis has. I think it's Alesis who has some really cheap stuff. Is this the SR16? Or is that, no, that's a really old one, isn't it? But I know there's a really cheap, there should be a cheap Alesis somewhere here. Let's see here. SR18 maybe. Yeah, this one. Here. The Alesis, something like this. The Alesis SR18 is also like a sample player. But the people I know who have bought these kind of sample players are not very happy with them in general. Tyler Allen Johnson says the MPX8 is super lightweight and around 50 USD used. Yeah, I mean, it's for the money, it's very cool. For the money, it's very cool. I mean, it's not a lot of money. So yeah. Jordan Lee asks, so the circuit works well as a sampler? Well, it's a sample player. You can't sample into it. You have to upload samples. But I mean, for the money, you're getting a 2-part synthesizer with total 12 polyphony and 4 sample channels that you can do samples per step locking, which basically means that you can use one track for a kick and a bass, like boom, 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 something like that, as long as it's not on the same step. So for the money, yes, it's a very good sample player. I don't have much experience with the sample pad though. Not sure about that. But those are pretty cool. Hello, Williams. Good seeing you as well. Williams Bonelli is here. Richard Carey is here. Good to see you guys. Bastel Instrument Castle is also an interesting option as well. I mean, that's another. Yeah. Oh! I almost forgot. So we're talking like options to something like a Volca sample. The mini jams, guys. Let me just grab them. The mini jams are of course an interesting option as well. So here's one of them. This is the Wave one, but this is the prototype. I still have the prototypes laying around here in the studio. And the mini jam studio is an excellent choice if you want something small form factor. But there's no sampler, but you can do other things with them. So, and here's the drum machine. Let's see, does it have any battery? Let's see here. Or is it dead? Maybe it's, because they have like small internal batteries. Let's see here. It doesn't seem like I probably should charge it, right? To me, it doesn't. There's no sound. Don't know why. Probably no batteries, but those are actually good options as well. Yeah, definitely. So I think we can accommodate you, Mr. Richard. I want to play you guys. Let me play you guys a video. So I picked out a couple of old videos. I thought that would be fun. I posted videos back in like May of 2015, and I didn't really push those videos a lot, and I didn't really know what I was doing. But some of them were pretty cool. So I just want to show you one video here, guys. thought it was kind of cool to check out old Machine videos since the Machine MK3s are coming out, and I'll be covering them here on the channel as well. So yeah, this is me. Insane finger drumming skills though. Ganja Budweed Fall, welcome to the chat, man. So yes, this was a reload. This is from in May in 2015. If you enjoyed that, you can go to the video and click that like button on that video. Maybe some other people will find out about it. It's an older video. It's just for. But I want to get back to doing more like production videos like that. Just haven't had the time to do it. And I'll probably do more when I get the Machine Mark III in the studio. Time to wrap, Bo. Well, maybe Express, maybe. Good seeing you. Alex, good seeing you. Cheers from Athens. Cheers back to you from Sweden. Ganja, I said hello to you. Tennis, good seeing you as well. Tennis asks, how is the drums on the mini jams? Well, the drums are actually kind of cool. I mean, they are definitely not like high end. I wouldn't say that they're like pocket operator level of small drum synthesis, but they're pretty cool for sure. I can't show you, Richard, how it sounds because it's dead. The battery is dead. Dockernet, hello, good seeing you. Asks, no new stuff with the Moog Mother 32. I want to make some more videos with it. I just, I haven't had the time and I don't really have the ideas at the moment for it. I want to find some fun angle to do something. Maybe some jamming videos with it. But as it goes, I don't really have like a good idea. But I really want to make some more stuff with it for sure. For sure. For sure. And like Tyler Allen Johnson says, hit that like button. And he says, hitting that like button, boyos, and statistically less likely girls. Okay, yes, all right. Maybe, I'm not sure. So this is a late night stream for me, guys. That the wifey told me that she was glad if I wasn't in the living room so she could watch her favorite show alone, and sent me upstairs. My daughter is away for the weekend, and that means that I have more time. So very cool, very cool. So we're just listening to some chill music, talking a bit. I'm answering some questions if you have any about music productions and so on. Dockernet, I have, I have the suit. It's here. It's here. It's very warm in the studio because I have 3 computers, and it's a very warm room, so I felt like it's getting a little bit hot. But for sure, rocking that jacket. It's a dinner jacket, I think. Richard, what did you ask? What did you ask about the circuit? Okay, you asked about the circuit. About me playing the circuit, you mean? I don't think I did it in a stream earlier today. It should be in your sub box, I think, if you check it later. Noir, good seeing you as well. Noir at Blank. I think some of you guys have seen his channel. He has a very nice synthesizer channel. He does some really, really funny small reviews of synthesizers and other stuff. Very good seeing you. Richard, what was the question? Just post the question again, and I'll get to it. Babis asks a very good question. Bo, are you going to do any more track review streams? Yes, definitely, Babis. There will be. I won't do them every week. I feel like it's too much work to do them every week. So every other week. So I did one last week, and I'll probably do one next week. That's the plan. And I'll be posting. Not you, Richard Locus. Richard Kerr. You Englishmen. I suppose you are English, both of you. Same names. Aha, Richard. The notes don't play straight away. They play off the first loop. On the circuit. Man, I have no idea. That sounds really strange. But okay, so the review streams, guys. The review streams. If you want to keep up to date with the review streams and what's going on there, and be part and posting stuff, you can just go and check and click the like and follow buttons on my Facebook and my Twitter. Those are the easiest way to keep up to date and be able to submit stuff for the review streams. And there will be review streams at the moment, like each another week. So a couple of, like a 1 week in between at least. Definitely. Tennis asks, is there any good freeware software for music recording that you could recommend? Man, Tennis, that's a good question. Honestly, I haven't touched like freeware stuff in a long while. I haven't. I think most of the stuff that was free when I started or was looking for it, like the Reaper DAW, for example. Is Reaper still free, guys? Can somebody update me on that? Audacity, of course, is very good as well. Is that free? It's more than I know. It's definitely not something I'll be checking out. Definitely a good topic for a video, though. Definitely a good topic for a video. For sure. So if you guys haven't voted, I'm going to post it again here. We're doing a little straw poll here. What synths I should be checking out on my channel in this year. So you can just vote once. So be sure to really vote seriously. Right. Hello, Philip. Good seeing you. Audacity is free. Yeah, that's good to know. Good to know. So, what else did I want to show you guys? We had a really good thread today over on Facebook in the Synthesizers and Drum Machines forum. I posted a post. Some of you might have seen it. I posted about like a weekend studio pictures, and I thought I'd just show you some of the best gear pictures. Here's one of the best. So people posted like their studio pictures. Here's one of the best. Here's a mixer. Matt Greer, a fellow YouTuber, posted a mixer. I'm not sure if it's a Volca mixer or whatever it is, but yeah, but it looks really good. Amazing, like studio quality mixer. And of course there was some really good stuff here. This was posted also, this image here. Like a really sweet, like a little modular setup here. and then the octa track and a mixer. Yeah, I thought it was really cool, like really like minimalistic. And IKEA furniture, good stuff, definitely. And somebody posted this view here. Somebody posted this. I mean, doesn't that just look lovely? So nice. I mean, I wonder if he got power outside, or if that's... It looks like he's actually outside. So, definitely. So that's very nice. Let's see here. This one was very cute as well. This picture here. The cat inside of the inside of the suitcase with the Volcas and the little keyboard here. I thought was really cute. Very cute indeed. What else did we have? Oh, this was also very smooth. Very nice indeed. Look at this. I mean, the picture is small and all, but you can, you can get a feeling. If you want to see this, it's on the Synthesizer and Drum Machines forum on Facebook. But all this, this environment, it's just, it's heaven for creativity, I think. Let's see, there was some more pictures that I thought about that I thought was really nice. Let's see here. See if I can find it. I mean, minimalistic setups are really nice. This picture was really nice. Really nice indeed. So, I mean, just having like the MPC live here, and he has a virus, I think, and just the view outside. So beautiful, so beautiful. A lot of feeling there. And yeah, so let's see here. There was a question here. Let's see here. Chimed asks, would you recommend Rolly over keyboard? I'm not sure, Chimed. I guess that depends on what kind of keyboard you're, comparing to. Do you think that you should buy a Rolly? Not really. I think most people are better off just investing their money in something else. I think it's interesting and all, but I think it's technology that we are, it's far away from being used to its full potential and so on. So I could, you can wait for it. Definitely. Definitely. Gonzalo Aravena asks, and hello to you, asks an alternative to Korg Monologue, Base Station 2 from Novation. That would be my, or Minotaur from Moog. Philip, I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking water. But it's all good. Thank you for the heads up. I've been telling chat that I've been cutting down on the coffee to just one cup in the afternoon, and I just got some water here. Burma says, I have the Keystep as my on-the-go keyboard. Fits in a small gator bag. Nice. Water with bow. Mini Brute. Good, Richard. Yeah, Mini Brute is also, of course, a very good option to the Monologue. Definitely. For sure. So, guys, if you have not voted in my little poll here, you can vote. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the live stream. So I thought I'd show you something else here. Let me see here. Let me see. What did I find? Yeah, I found... So here was another very chill little video I made a long time ago. This was from July in 2015. So just a very chill beat here. Justin, good seeing you as well. Hello Tom, welcome to the Bow Beats live stream. You are correct. It's a live stream. I do them. Richard, it's actually the other way around. It was trance electronic, then it was hip hop, and now we're back to electronic again. That's the way it is. So this was an older beat making video I did in 2005 called making a beat for Hip Hop with the Machine Studio. And it was kind of fun to, you know, go back memory lane, rewatch some of those videos, because of course the Machine Mark III is coming out and I will be covering it some more on the channel. Yeah, a bit of a trip hop feel for sure. So, if you are new here, this is just a chill late evening live stream, a chance for me to catch up with you guys and answer the questions and, you know, talk about synths, talk about music, whatever questions you have in mind, and listen to some chill beats in the background here. And I did a sound design stream earlier today, so it's been a busy day for sure. It's been a busy day. Midnight Mix, hello to you. Retro Bro asks, Bo, is this nice jam mini house in the forest owned by you or you rent it? No, we own it. It's our cabin. And I suppose you're thinking about those jams I put out like a month ago or something? Yeah, Midnight Mix. I heard that there's going to be a D50 boutique as well, like a Roland D50 boutique. Let's see if there's any news about that. Roland D50 boutique. Wonder if there's anything here. I'm just going to see here if there's like any images or something. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, I've heard so too. Tennis says, make a country music track machine for once. Yeah, for a change. Yeah, definitely. I've been going up the mountain. That's me interpreting country. Got my lady on the farm, just having a good time. Yeah, Irvin, yeah, I think Roland is announcing tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I think Midnight, I think it's just their way of hyping it up. For sure. Yeah. Maximilian asks, hey Bo, are you into Trent the Moller or that kind of music? I'm not sure what that is. Country Joe and the fish move over. Yeah, exactly. Richard, country can be cool, Richard. Depends on, I mean, what kind of country for sure. Oh, Irvin, how nice. Irvin says, my girlfriend Maike, such a, is that Dutch? Maike seems Dutch. Maike bought Irvin the last Analog 4 from Toman to complete my Rhythm Octatrack set. I would like to request a big thank you to her. Well, thank you, Maike. Very nice of you. I mean, that's like, wife, if you are still watching the stream, why haven't you bought me any synths? Why? We actually have a deal. If she ever lands like a job where she's super paid, we set like a level. I would get any synth I wanted, just like a fun little thing, because she said she's never going to make that kind of money. So definitely. So let's see here. Let's see here. Philip says, I'm absolutely new to all of this. I got the monologue and love it. What should I get next to go with it? I'm thinking a sequencer drum machine on a budget. Philip, there's an answer for you. There's an answer for you, Philip. There's a good answer for you. If you have all about a Minilog or something like a Monologue or even a Mother 32, did we have a question about that as well? Let's see here. James said, I just bought a Mother 32. What would you recommend to partner with it? Well, I so happen to know the answer. Let's see here. Let's see, guys, if I can show you. Here is the answer to the question.
I will be using the circuit and the Minilog to create a little jam. I'll also be tweaking the Minilog a little bit on the fly. I'll also give, some text-based feedback on what I'm doing, as well as talk a little bit in the middle of the jam. I know it's unorthodox, but I thought it might make the jams a little bit more interesting. So leave a comment if you like that. I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.
So yes, what should you get if you're on a budget and you got a Minilog or a Monologue or a Mother 32? I would say a circuit. Get a used circuit for like 200 euros, 250 euros maybe. I mean, what's the new price? I'm not sure. All the drums here are from the circuit, and there's also some synth sounds. The bass is from, I think, from it as well.
In this video I use drum sample provided by...
So, oh, hello Justin. I said hello to you earlier, Justin. Justin is one of my many patrons that support me over on patreon.com/bowbeats. Shameless self-plug. You can support me over there as well. The link is in the description. And he says, this is Justin's wife Evelyn. Just wanted to say hi, as your voice and videos are now a daily part of my life. Are they a part of your life or your mister's, your husband's wife, husband's life, and you're like forced to watch and listen to it? Well, good to see you, Evelyn, and thank you for lending me your husband some time every day. That's very nice. That's very nice. The reason why Midnight Mix, the reason why I would not recommend a Volca sample is because you want something to sequence the Monologue or the Minilog or the Mother 32. You don't want to rely on their inherent sequencers. The circuit is one of the best options for sure. For sure. And James here has a Roland SE2 base station, Mini Brute, Bearing Model D are all good, definitely, but get the sequencer first. An option as well to check out if you don't like the look of the Electribe, the circuit, is to get an Electribe 2s. They also have really good sequencing possibilities for sure. For sure, and that goes to you, James, as well. The Mother 32 works really well with the circuit as well. I have one and it's very nice. So Jordan Lee asks, does the circuit sync to the Minilog? Yeah, MIDI bro. Don't you MIDI, bro? MIDI on them haters. MIDI is the way to go. You don't use the sync. Just use the MIDI. No problems at all. No problems at all. MPC 1000 is of course a good option, but I don't really recommend MPCs because I don't really have the experience with them. Agent Merv asks, does the circuit have a song mode where you can prearrange a list of patterns and press play? You can prearrange 8 patterns together. That's 128 steps. So that's long compared to pretty much any other synth. 128 step pattern chain, like max pattern length, you could say. But as a song mode, you have to do it manually. There's no linking in the song mode. You link sessions together, and that's a little bit annoying. Richard asks, do you use external keyboard to make sequences on your circuit? Yes, I used the keystep. Official Gone But Not Forgotten says, hello Bo. Hello Official. I'm glad you are not gone and you're not forgotten over here. For sure. John asks, have you checked the polyend sec sequencer? No, yeah, I've seen it, but I haven't checked it out much, for sure. For sure. I use keystep, Richard, because I think it's fun with the arpeggiator. I enjoy using it with the circuit. Oh, Lucas, but damn, got a sub 37. I think you're winning the gas leak leaderboard this evening. Very cool. Guys, if you are just tuning in, you should join the straw poll here. Join the straw poll here and see where we are at. So let me see here. In the straw poll here, you can still vote. So Peak has 11 votes, Matrix Brute 6 votes, Rev 2 has 4 votes, Monostation 3 votes, Prophet 6 has 3 votes, Boutique SH01 2 votes, Boutique SE02 has 2 votes, and Other has 2 votes. So that's good to know. This vote, James, is here in the straw poll. You can just click the straw poll and vote. Definitely. And yeah, the top synths here are expensive ones. So yeah, I might be lending a Matrix Brute for review. Is that something you guys would enjoy? Seeing just a couple of videos going in depth on the Matrix Brute, not like Automatic Gain, say Mark Doty in depth, but just showing how what you can do with it and so on. Would that be something you guys would enjoy? Even though I might not keep it, I can probably borrow it for some while, a couple of weeks, and just make a couple of videos, for sure. So if you want to see the Matrix Brute here, hit that like button. For sure. Richard needs to go and eat. Yeah, I had pizza. I had some delicious pizza today. Pizza. It's good for me. It's good for me. For sure. For sure. Yeah, a polybrute. Damn, that would be very cool. Very cool. Okay, yeah, Midnight Mix. That's very interesting. Yeah, how to make normal sounds, not 2-hour soundscapes and drones. Yeah, yeah, I've seen a couple of those videos, for sure. Jason, good seeing you as well. Thank you, Richard, for stepping by. Yeah, Midnight. I mean, the Matrix Brute. The reason why I want one is because it's, it's such a killer aggressive synth, for sure, for sure. I would love an Innovation Peak as well, for sure. I need to hit up Innovation. I wouldn't really, Shannon, I would not really recommend a Korg SQ1 for sequencing in general. Some people enjoy them, but I feel like you're paying a lot. I would say get a Beats the Pro instead. Sure, it's more expensive, like 2 point maybe, yeah, double the price or something, even more, probably even more, 3 times the price, but you get so much more for your money, for sure. For sure. Rockstar Jazz Cat, great name. Hey there, Bo, from Daniel in Denver. Hello. Glad to see so many US people. That's why I'm live streaming tonight. Just, having a chill time and so on. So, yeah. Let's see here. Gregorio is asking a very good question. What not music related channels do you watch on YouTube? So other channels that I watch on YouTube, PewDiePie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not watching PewDiePie. I've never been a big fan of his, but he's Swedish and all, but I think he's a little bit more for them kids. So I follow H3H3. I think they do some fun comedy, and it's a little fun to keep up with the internet discussion and memes and so on. And what else do I follow? I follow Destiny, StarCraft streamer. He does some really interesting talks. I kind of enjoy listening to. He does some political talks mostly nowadays, and I think those are really fun to watch as well. They are not that good. Not that he doesn't bring on that smart people on his show, but I think it's interesting to watch. Just getting in touch with maybe what younger people are thinking, or a group that I'm not very connected to at all. I find that I usually want to watch something where I get in touch with other perspectives than what I usually find at my work and so on, for sure. So kind of gaming related stuff, really. What else do I watch? Linus Tech Tips. I love Linus Tech Tips. I think he's done a Yeah, I'm an old StarCraft player, both StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2, for sure. Official, good having you here for the little while. Hope to see you in a future live stream. Take care, bro. Take care. And yeah, what else do I watch on YouTube? I'm not sure. What do I actually follow? I mean, there's the music related stuff, of course, so... Dominic, no, I played Half-Life a little bit, but I'm not a Half-Life fan, to be honest. I'm not really into that kind of shooters, for sure. I liked strategy games more, and role-playing games, I think, for sure. Lucas says, forgot the coffee, is juice okay? Yeah. I want to be able to sleep too, so I brought the water instead. So give me a second, guys, here, and I need to just go and fetch some water. Really happy to have you all here. You can hit the like button, the thumbs up, this thumbs up. Click that one. Learn to click it. It helps me out, and I'm very happy if you click it. And I think we'll be listening to something while I go and grab some water. So I'm just going to go and grab some water so I don't get parched. I think that's the correct term, right? And we can listen to a cool little tune here. So let's see here. See you later, Philip. Back in just a minute, guys. is also an older track from 2003. Very spooky chill kind of beat, I'm not sure. Brian Brill says, what? Seaboard Block just arrived, opening it now. Very cool, Brian Brill. I promise it's water, I'm just drinking water. I mean, if I were Finnish, if I were from Finland, this would be a different story altogether. So, we had a question here. Yeah, Tennis asks, will you make a podcast with Accurate and Jacob again? Tennis, yeah, we will definitely make more stuff together in the future. Definitely. I'm not sure why we haven't done a podcast. I guess, you know, we were all working so hard last fall when we started it up, and I think that nobody really had the energy or time to kind of see it through and to grow it. And also it's a lot of work taking care of different channels and so on. So I think that's basically why. But we're still talking a lot. We visit each other's channels. We text. We sit there. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Kiss, love, hugs and stuff. You know, it's all good. It's all good. We talked about going to the Music Messe next year, perhaps together. That would be fun. And I hope to see Jacob if I ever, you know, I have family in Stockholm, so I should go there. Okay, so Accurate just released a video. Very cool. Very cool. Agent Merv asks, Keystep, white or black version? Man, I don't know. I think the white versions are very cool. Definitely. I think the white is nice. I have their white stuff. Dave Chippy, good seeing you as well. Having a little late night sip of the water. Can't drink coffee this late. Just hanging out. So what else is there to talk about? If somebody here doesn't know, somebody else here doesn't know, we saw some nice news yesterday that I talked about the Machine Mark III stuff that is coming out, and I actually have a fun little picture here, just a little picture. Let's see here if I can find it. So I made this thread on Synthesizers and Drum Machines forum, and a lot of people commented with their studio pictures, and there was one thing here that showed up. Let me show you this one here. So this is a guy who works at Native Instruments, and he posted this nice picture of the Mark III. I think it looks stunning. Looks really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to work with that for sure. Simon Rose says, everyone, the new Odessa album just came out an hour ago. Okay. Not a group band I'm very familiar with, but very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. Dominic, good seeing you, Dominic, as well. Dominic asks, what do you do more, jams or producing? It's been back and forth, Dominic. Been back and forth. Like a couple of years ago, I did just producing, no jamming at all. And like since I started with the YouTube, I also started pretty much in the same time doing a lot more jamming, trying to kind of get away from all that super control, the kind of, you know, perfectionistic attitude you kind of get when you all have access to all these tools inside of a computer. I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to just, you know, have a more chill approach to music in general. Less focus on mixing and mastering, more focus on just having a good time. And I've actually guys, in my spirit, in the spirit to not focusing so much on mastering, I'm actually trying out this service at the moment. This is eMastered, emastered.com. I'll put a link if somebody want to check it out. So I'm actually checking out their their mastering service at the moment. We can check it out later as well. Drop something here. Basically, eMastered is like Lander, I suppose. They offer you a service where they master your tracks for, instantaneously, pretty much. And while some people dislike this idea, I think that for beginners, it's a really good choice. Lander or eMastered, whatever service you think is interesting. If you want to release a lot of stuff and you don't have the skills or time to master yourself and not the money to have somebody professional do it, I think this is a good service. So I'm testing it out, and so far I'm really pleased. Since you who are patrons know that I release my music on Patreon, and everybody who supports me with $5 every month get all my music for free, all the music I release. And I sometimes, I go into these periods where I'm very productive, and I don't really, if I were to enlist like a professional mastering service, that would cost me so much money to put out all the music. So, and it's also, using these kind of instant services are very good if you want to cut down on the time you spent on mastering. So it's something I'm checking out. Now, I'm working, it's funny, the reason why I actually mention eMastered, the reason why I'm talking about them is because we are actually trying to do a collaboration, me and eMastered. So I hope, if everything goes well, we will do a giveaway. So you guys will have the chance of winning two premium licenses at eMastered. We haven't worked out all the details yet, but this seems to be coming like in October maybe. So basically, if we check eMastered here, they have this premium here for $9.99 a month. So about $100 a year. And I told them, they were asking me like, are you interested in doing some kind of sponsored video or something like that for our service? And I said that I'm not really interested in doing a sponsored video, but I'd rather check your service, and if it's any good, we can do like a giveaway. Because I think it's more fun to just give something back to you guys. So that's pretty much what we set up. So if everything goes through, we will have 2 licenses, 1 year premium license for free, and we'll do a giveaway on my here on YouTube or something like that. I want to do stuff like that because, of course, people approach me and ask like, you want to do a video? We can pay this and this amount of money and so on. But oftentimes it's not really interesting. I think it's more interesting to do a giveaway or something to kind of further our community here. I hope you guys agree on that. I rather use like Patreon and ads on YouTube to support me rather than like doing paid content, for sure. I mean, I could do some paid content if it's something really, really good, something interesting, but this is just a service. I mean, you guys can check it out. So we will probably do, and we'll probably give one premium license away to patrons and one to non-patrons, pretty much. Jordan Lee says, love your Minilog patches. Thank you. Glad that you are enjoying my Minilog patches. If you guys don't know, you probably know, I've talked about this so much. I released some Minilog patches a while back, like a month ago or something, I think it is. And if you want to check the Minilog patches, it's just a matter of going to this address here. And there's one Minilog sound pack with over 100 sounds, and I'm working on a sequel to it as well. So happy that you're happy. Yeah, Reclaw, I'm not saying that the mastering services are great for everything. I'm just saying it's an interesting service to some people. For somebody like me, I think it will make my workflow a lot faster, for sure. I mean, that's pretty much it. So we have a couple of questions here. Let's see here. Rock Hard Freak, funny name. Welcome to the stream, Rock Hard. What do you think about the Behringer Model D clone? I think we have to wait and see, guys. And please, for the love of God, if somebody brings up that Model D Behringer D comparison again, I'm gonna scream, guys. I'm gonna scream. It's not that the Model D doesn't sound good. The Model D clone, the Model D and the clone sound good, both of them. But I think judging and comparing like a $3,000 product to a $300 product, mass-produced, Chinese-made, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they can sound as equally as good, but to me, it's like comparing a fair trade coffee with like recyclable bags to something made with a lot of pesticides. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not saying like it sounds like I don't like the bearing stuff. I'm just saying it's different, guys. You have to remember you can't get away. Okay, I'm a little controversial here, but I don't think we can get away with saying like cheap is always better. If cheap is always better, guys, where will all the jobs go? Where will the craft go? Everything will go. Cheap doesn't mean it's better for everybody. So I think it's just different products for different people, and I'm very pleased that there are cheaper options for sure, definitely. And I'm definitely not a snob. I don't really care about how much something costs, but I do care about the fact that Moog is a US based, they handcraft. Just like Electron, I don't think they handcraft, but I think it's a Swedish company, and I want to support local businesses. I think that's like a political thing, really. So that's just, and I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to support Behringer in any way. I'm just saying that my kind of stance on it is that I think there's a good reason to support Moog, for sure. And also, if let's go down the rabbit hole. So this is very funny, and you guys might disagree with me here, but I think this is a little funny. So Behringer announces the Model D clone, and then there's this one video that shows that it sounds really good, and there's no debating. But guys, you know that there are really good Model D clones already inside of the computer, like the VST instruments that are out there that are cloning the Model D also sound really good. Just type in like the Legend versus Model D. I can just show you, and perhaps you're aware, but let's see here, Legend versus Model D. Let's see if I can find it. Here, this one. I'm just talking about like the hype because something sounds similar. Listen here. If you close your eyes, you can't hear the difference. I mean, I rest my case. What I'm saying is this. So yeah, it's very cool that they're making a hardware synth for 300 euros, but it's really not I wouldn't say like a big achievement to make something that sounds like the Model D. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a little bit overrated maybe. And I think we can just chill out on that for a while, the Model D stuff. For sure. So yeah. Desertfish HQ says, "What's up, Bo? Greetings from Arabia. Very cool. Are you over there? Very cool. I know I have some people, from the Middle East, Asia, and so on, also checking it out. So very cool. Together with the US and Europeans. Very cool." Lucas says, I actually also think that like reviving old synths is not really the best thing to do. Take the lessons and improve instead. Yeah, I'm kind of over the whole revival thing. I don't really, it's... I think Noir et blank V says on his channel, says it really well. Like a touring keyboard artist who wants a Moog Model D won't go and buy the Behringer, I think. Because you want something reliable, you want the build quality, and you want, like he also says that he's a touring keyboardist, and he says that he doesn't see many Behringer DeepMind 12s. And yeah, I mean, to somebody sitting at home, it might not matter, but to somebody playing on stage, I think that kind of quality differences could really matter, definitely. But I might get a Model D. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So let's see here. If you guys have not voted, if we are doing a little late night vote here, so if you haven't voted about what synth I should check out on the channel, for sure. Yeah, we can talk about new stylophone. Is that the one, Tennis? Is that the one that they showed on Sonic State, perhaps? I saw something about it. So let's see here. Nice. Okay, Justin says something interesting here. Justin says, my wife, is she non-musical? I'm not sure what you mean. She does, we do couples patch creations every once in a while for fun. Do you ever make music with your lady or use it as a technique in your profession? No, we don't really make any music together, me and the lady. I think she can sing. She went to musical school, like not on university level, but before. And she can sing, and I think she plays the guitar a little bit, but she doesn't really have any aspirations, like going that route. So yeah. So let's see here. Jordan Lee says, I bought a Minilog and haven't done much with it because I got a 200 plus HP of Eurorack at the same time. Very cool, Jordan. I mean, that's one way to really, you know, get your hands full for sure. Yeah, Tennis. I haven't seen the new stylophone. Can we check it out? Yeah, we can on the, let's see here on the Sonic State. Let's see here, Sonic State. So, okay. Let's see here.
So very important, more about that later.
Let's see if we can find
So obviously I'm holding the stylus, so we can squeeze that back into its little slot there.
Okay, very cool. I haven't ever used something like this.
Watch out for that spring-loaded stylus. There we go.
Spring-loaded stylus.
I can put in sub-octave 1. Sub-oscillators in at the moment. Let's take them back out again. And the only other thing that we can do regarding...
Okay, very cool, very cool. So that's a Sonic State video. If you guys want to check that one out, I'll drop the link here in the chat. So it's a Sonic State video about the new stylophone Gen X1 mini synth. Very cool. Well, Matthew, I don't have the Gen X1. Sorry, I don't have it. It's a Sonic State video. Yeah, seems like a fun thing. Alex, good colors, good seeing you as well. Another really great name, good colors. If that's your last name for real, that's a very pleasant last name for sure. I would love to. I think my artist name, like my next artist name, should be Bo Rainbow Color. Bo Rainbow Color, definitely. Yeah, sorry, Matthew. Sorry for spreading some salt in your wound. You won't ever get that stylophone. Just listen to the amazing sounds that you will not get. Just
flip it over and change.
Just feel it. Sorry guys, probably destroyed some speakers there. Yeah, so let's see here. So let's see here. Let's check the votes here. I think the votes are still going strong here for the peak. So we have 13 votes for the peak, 11 votes for the Matrix Brute, 10 votes for the Rev 2, 4 votes for the Prophet, 6 Monostation, 3 votes, Boutique. Yeah, I mean the Matrix Brute, looks tasty, looks tasty. Ah, Midnight. I haven't used Serum at all, actually. It's like one of those synths I haven't touched, like the VST synths. Christopher, good seeing you. Docornet, good having you. Hope to see you in the next stream. So basically, we're just having a little chill talk here. Of course, I'm a little bit tired because it's late here in the evening. It's about 20 minutes past 10 in the evening here in Sweden. But I wanted to catch you guys that are on the other side of the world, maybe. So, Rock Hard Freak, you don't have to die for it. I told the chat earlier that I might be able to lend a Matrix Brute for a while and do some kind of review or something. Something like that. I could probably get it like now, but I want to devote some more time to it. And there's also like the Analog 4 Mark II that I want to check out, and there's the Machine Mark II that's coming out as well. So definitely. Things I learned today. We're on the same time zone. Yeah, Matthew. I think we are. But where were you from, Matthew? Laurent was a French, Canadian, Dutch. Yeah, Lucas, I've been thinking about doing like a review of some of the micro mini brutes or something as well. But I think I will focus on new stuff as well. Awfully French. Deux baguettes, s'il vous plaît. Deux baguettes. Like my favorite thing to do when I was a kid, I was visiting France a lot. So I love to go into like a store and play the ignorant peasant from another country, and I'd say like, bonsoir, monsieur, bonsoir, bonsoir. And of course, the other guy would reply like, bonsoir, monsieur, bonsoir, or something like that. And then I would say, je suis un baguette. Je suis un baguette. And that other guy would look at me like, okay, you are a baguette? You are a baguette? Je ne sais pas, whatever you say, and then I would say, pardon, monsieur, pardon, monsieur, je suis un hot dog. That's my kind of, that was my kind of cringy jokes I would go and do when I was a kid. Like when I was 13, I went to many stores and said something like that, like I'm a baguette or I'm a hot dog, just to annoy them because it was, poking fun at the French. Alex Good Colors says, got the Digitech a couple of weeks ago and now I kind of want the Octatrack Mark II as well. Yeah, Dr. Trek Mark II looks really nice. I've touched it, I played it, and it seems really nice. I tried a prototype of Dr. Trek Mark II when I was visiting the Electron headquarters, and it was really nice. Definitely. Of course, it was a prototype, so much can change, but so far it seemed really nice. Definitely, if you like move from the Digitact to the older stuff, they do seem a little bit more slow, less interesting. Because the knobs are not as fast as on the Digitact, and the buttons are not as responsive as on the Digitact. So it was nice to see the updates to the Octatrack, because it made a lot of sense when you come from the Digitact for sure. But if it's worth the money, I can't say. I think the Octatrack might be the one that is least worth the money. I mean, if you can get a Mark I very cheap, I mean, it's very similar in many ways. So unless you have a lot of money, maybe not worth it. Maybe not worth it. Buddy Hale, good seeing you. Greetings from California. Greetings back to you from Sweden. I suppose in California it should be, is it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon in California now, or what time is it? Dominic asks, Moog said that they tampered with the ladder filter on the Subsequent 2, so they actually sound different on the same setting, question mark. And in which direction do you think Moog is going? I'm not really sure where Moog is going. I'm kind of expecting them to put out some more, a little bit cheaper units, for sure. I think looking at like the Model D and the Voyager and like how they've discontinued a lot of that stuff, I wonder if they will focus on such expensive stuff. I think the Mother 32 was probably a big success. So maybe they should, keep doing that. Keep doing a little bit more accessible stuff, money-wise. Now, from what I've heard, the Subsequent does sound different. But, I mean, how much? It's still basically the same synth. So, yeah, a drum machine would be very cool. That would be very, very cool for sure. For sure. Yeah, Alex, it's a good buy. A used Mark 1 is a good buy. Just make sure, try finding one, Alex, that has a little bit of warranty left, because they do break. And like the Minotaur, yeah, it's also like a like a more cheap version that is good. So Christopher Seisch asks, review ChordBot. I would love to review ChordBot, but I'm not sure if I asked the creator or if he didn't get back to me. I'm not sure. And the wife says good night, so I say good night. Good night. Leave me here with the synth nerds. Please save me. Save me. Yeah, ChordBot would be really fun. Maybe I should pop off email and ask. ChordBot is, if you don't know, it's by Isla Machines or Isla Instruments. It's this one here. Let me show you. And it seems really interesting, for sure. I'm not sure if I asked the creator though, but I can't remember. And yeah, basically it's a, how to say, it's a chord machine. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. It has a lot of, let's see if I can find, let's see here. Is there any other? So it's $279. That's very interesting as well. It's a good price, I think. We can check the video here. Yeah, exactly. ARPs as well. But as I understand it, there's no sound in it. If I assume it's just used like a like a MIDI controller. Yeah, Owen, we saw we checked the review just a little bit later, a little bit earlier, and yeah, it looks interesting. Yeah, so that's the Isla Instruments ChordBot. It looks very interesting for sure. For sure, very useful, I think, to a lot of people. see here. James says, I'm back. As workers showed up to my house unexpectedly to lay asphalt. Are you removing all the grass, just putting asphalt all over the place? Dominic asks, did you ever spill coffee over your hardware? No, I haven't. Or have I? No. I don't think I've ever spilled coffee over my hardware. Not spilled coffee over any computers either. So I don't know if I'm just incredibly lucky or, you know, incredibly worried and, you know, control behaviors, keeping everything away from the electronics. I'm not sure. For sure. So let's see here. What else did I have lined up here? So let's see here. And guys, don't forget, hit the thumbs up button on the live stream if you enjoy being here. So basically, if we check here the votes, if you haven't voted, I think you should go and vote. Desert Fish asks, Bo, you ever tried analog key CV with Mother 32? No, I haven't tried it with the Mother 32. I tried it with Sub 37, and that worked really nicely. Flo asks, do you know or heard any rumors about any synth drum machine coming soon? Yes, Flo, of course. I've, you know, but I cannot tell you guys yet. I know about at least 3 things that are coming out. And I think all of them are interesting, definitely. Lucas, yes, that is the Sub 37. Analog keys from Electron. Base Station 2 from Novation. Mother 32. And over there is, in the far in the back, is the Minilogue. Then there's the Drum Brute. And behind me are my 2 circuits. Oh, wait, here it's one. It's actually here. Because I did a circuit sound design live stream. So, yeah. Ah, Brian, did the Model... Are they doing a drum machine? Let's see here. Modal Craft. Let's see here. Interesting. Aha, okay, yeah, Craft Rhythm. Very interesting. Craft Rhythm, let's see here. Product, Craft. Let's see here. So there's the Craft Rhythm. Drum sampler kit, interesting. So, interesting. The Model Craft Rhythm is an 8-track drum sampler kit with a 16-step sequencer which can be assembled without need to solder in less than 10 minutes. Interesting. Do you have any demos on it? Let's YouTube. Let's go and YouTube this. YouTube Model Craft drums. Maybe not. Doesn't seem to be any demos of them. Okay, so Facebook had a sample and ad. Okay, let's go to Facebook and see if we can find it. Let's see here. Modal. Modal Electronics. Let's see here. I'm liking this already. Shut up and take my money. Oh, J-Rod, are you getting a deluge? Very cool. Or deluge, or however you pronounce it. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Flowborough, Flowborough. Spill the beans, Bo. I can tell you that I know of one. The products I know of they are definitely not boutiques. They are a bit more high-end than boutiques. They are not over 1,000 euros though. They are more like around 600-700 euros, I think, the products I know of. And they are synths. And they are definitely going to be very interesting. At least one of them is something people have been asking for. So yeah, definitely. Lucas says our closest dealer of model is in Hamburg. Aha, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Dominic asks, do you watch any series? Yeah, we just finished House of Cards, all seasons, me and the missus. We watch, yeah. I watch all the Marvel series on Netflix. I think those are very fun. Just finished the Defenders. You know, a little bit disappointed about Defenders, but I loved Luke Cage. Those stuff, definitely. And Shooter, the series Shooter, I watch as well. I love the movie, so I think it's cool. Yeah. Dublin asks, can you hook up two circuits and use the sequencers separately? Yeah, you don't have to have them synced, if that's what you mean. Basically, you use both, regardless of how you connect them, you use them separately. But you can also have them, you don't have to send the clock to the first to the second. They can run on different tempos, if that's what you mean. You can just turn that off on the second circuit or the first, I don't remember. But you can do it. Yeah, Shannon, I think Marvel's Civil War was fun as well. I enjoyed that, definitely. Yeah, I tried watching Mr. Robot, but it was too crazy for me. I don't really like too crazy. You know, my life, the work I've done, it's so crazy. No, but the kind of work I've been doing for the last 7 years have really, you know, I've gotten my share of crazy. Let me just tell you that. Dominic, not a fan of Doctor Who. Never been. Not a fan of Star Trek either, because I do think there's some connections there. Midnight Mix asks, favorite synth movie soundtrack? Well, that one is easy. But what's the name? I'm getting a little tired here. What's the name? The one, the Daft Punk one. Tron Legacy, for sure. And Tron Legacy and the remixes of those tracks are effing insane, for sure. Matthew, I don't have anything against Star Trek, but I'm a Star Wars boy. I'm more into fantasy than techie stuff. Blade Runner is cool, but you know, it's not a movie that I enjoyed a lot. It's not a Dublin, yes, you can clock them and turn off MIDI note receiving on a second circuit. Yes, you can do that. I have two circuits. One is here at the moment, but I have two. I've used them together, sending notes, not sending notes, you know, just sending clock from one to another, or not sending clock at all. So yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I actually enjoyed the new videos a lot. For sure. Let's see here. I think we could, let's see, I think I have some, maybe I have some cool here, some cool music. Let's see here. What's this? Let's see here. Here's some artsy stuff, I think. James is asking, have you ever scored for small projects, film, TV, etc.? Does it interest me? So it's been something I've been thinking a lot about, because I do have like a bit of a cinematic feel to some of my music. I've done a little bit of work for video games. I've done a little bit of work for arts, how do you say, art show, art gallery stuff. This was from one, like way back. Made this music for like an little arts thingy. And Dominic, have a nice evening. Glad to have you here, Dominic, and take care. And yeah, I'm definitely interested, since I chose, let's see here, basically in 2004 I kind of chose to go an academic route and not pursue music. But then I had second thoughts. I made a lot of music for many years, but then I finally I kind of settled in my academic role, and after 7 years doing that, I'm now kind of back again, sort of, going back to, it's going in a circle, pretty much, definitely. Retro, do you mean depends on, yeah, I've done demos for sure. Definitely, I've done a lot of demos. Been active on many different demo scenes. I released a ton of music under different aliases. Not everything was very good. Released some stuff in the US as well. I still have still get checks, royalty checks from US. So Midnight Mix. Oh yeah, we have to do the age thing. What's your age, guys? Just drop your age in the chat. It's always fun, seeing who's here. No, Justin, I have zero experience with any visualization stuff. So we have Brian here is 52, James Mass is 44, 18, Tony Duncan 46, Christopher 31, Alex 25, Lucas 25, Ashton, good seeing you as well, 18, Justin 13, Tennis is 32. 50, 43. It's very cool, guys, that it's really fun, music brings us together, synths brings us together. Knut Olsson is 107. Yeah, man, you've seen some synths then, bro. You've seen them synths. You're like, Moog, that new school shit. Daniel, we don't judge based on age, on my first review stream I did, where I reviewed your music, you guys, we have some really talented young people for sure. Aha, demo scene. Yeah, demos like on Amiga. I'm not that old, Retro. I'm not that old. You know, I have zero experience with Amiga or Commodore. That was like what the old kids were doing when I was a young kid. So yeah, we have already discussed my age here on stream for sure. I'm like in this weird category of people that sound like grumpy grandpa, look good but still have gray hair. You know, people can't place it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more old tunes. Let's see here. What's this? I'm just going through like some of my really old stuff from 2000 and 1998 and so on. So here you can hear the Jean-Michel Jarre references. This was something I did for some arts show as well. Brian, good having you. Hope to see you in the next stream. So this is just some old music I did for like an arts show way back. Dave Chippy says Jarre, idol. Yeah, Jean-Michel Jarre, so good, so good. Don't really care much for the new stuff. It's, you know, I think it tries too hard to be current, but yeah. Midnight Michael Knight asks, ever listen to Play? I know about them, but I haven't heard. No, it's not something I listen to. Tyler, yeah, that counts. Composing in Mario Paint, definitely. Definitely counts. So guys, if you have not voted, we have a straw poll going this evening, and this is a straw poll. Straw poll it's a safe link. Don't worry, it's no internet cancer, no nudity, safe for work. It's totally cool. It's just, you know, for you to vote what synth you're most interested in me checking out. So let's see here. Justin, you were asking something earlier here. Let's see here. I haven't seen Björk's latest tour. I don't really watch that much music and, you know, live shows and those stuff. I'm not into that much. I did have an answer. Somebody asked earlier if I was going to do like some kind of synth meetup where I live or something, but I don't think that's possible. I don't think there's not that many people around here to make it interesting, I think. Mills, good seeing you as well. Mills have a question regarding the Minilogue monologue compared to the microKORG. I just afforded the microKORG and I really enjoyed the polyphony compared to the monologue I tried before. My question is this: do you think the Minilogue is usable live setting, or is just too much knobs turning before you get those fat sounds we all know from your reviews? Mills, I think the Minilogue is very fun for a live setting because you have so much hands-on control. Now, you might need some effects pedals or some way to, you know, fatten up the sound if you want, you know, a reverb or something on it. But I think, you know, having that hands-on control is a lot of fun for a live situation. Playing the LFO and so on, it's a lot of fun for sure. For sure. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, I would be kind of the only one going to that meetup. Definitely. Let's see here. Do you have any other cool beats here that I can play you guys? Just some late night music. This is some chill stuff here. to a little late night coffee with Mr. Bo. Sit back, relax, and just enjoy the ride. Yeah. Yeah. Haxer, welcome to the chats. Shannon on sounds. Owen, Matthew, Ganja, Axors, Jason Jades, and Bantam Matey. And we got Dave Chippy up in the place, you know. It's all good, Dave, and Tyler Allen Johnson. Hello there, tennis. Good, yeah. Coming to you live on 109.5 FM, smooth jams all night long. Oh yeah, the Bo vocal pack is coming. Retro Bros is at 2015 in the chat. It's definitely late night here, guys. Dave, welcome to Silky Smooth FM. I just want to take some dirty black coffee and just pour it all over my body. Somebody will sample this and yeah. Yeah. And we got Lost Jeff Ukulele here. So nice seeing you. I should do a synth review this style. Yeah, Dennis. You know, it's all, you know, it's going downhill from here, guys. It's going downhill from here. Things are not improving, guys. So if you think that there will be more quality content from this hour on, probably not. No, it's just I can do the ASMR thing. So today I got outside and went and got a really nice piece of pizza. And you guys will enjoy it. You will enjoy the pizza. The pizza. Project Null just arrived here. What am I watching? I don't know. Quality content. It's just going downhill from here. Let's see here. What do we have else? Some old stuff here. What's this? This is some strange stuff here. I'm not sure. No, that's probably crap. Just some old demos.
This thing never wasted.
See you later, Ganja. See you later. just an old beat. So let's see here. Somebody said earlier, play us some rap. Should we play some, guys? Do you want to hear some rap, some Bo Beats rap from back in the days? If you want to, hit the thumbs up button on the video. I want to see some thumbs up on the video. I'm checking now. I want to see some, yeah. I want to see some thumbs up, and I'll play you some rap, some old rap, and you can go synth me if you want to. Let's see here. Noir at blank V says, Bo, I kind of want to know if you had to sell one synth you currently have in your studio, which would it be? Noir, if I would sell one synth at the moment, I would sell the analog keys from Electron, because I'm probably getting a analog 4 Mark II instead. So, and the reason is it's a great synth, definitely, but it's not getting that much use at the moment. All right, so guys, hey John, good seeing you. John G TV, one of my dudes. What's up, John G TV? John G. I need a delay. Do you have a delay pedal here somewhere? Welcome to Bo Beats TV. Good having you. John G makes some interesting videos as well. You probably guys have probably seen him. There's your sample, guys. So it's just, go back and sample your heart away. Let's see here. So rap. We were talking about rap. Yeah, exactly. You just say it 3 times. Bo Beats TV, 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 TV. Yeah, it was pretend delay. Yeah. Sometimes the most obvious things don't occur to me. Like my wife often says it like I'm really good at complex stuff, but I'm really bad at simple stuff. Like it's, calling like some government agency, clearing up some strange stuff, some, I don't know, something with childcare benefits or something, that's easy for me. But going and pick the right groceries, that can be complicated. That can be really complicated. Yeah, Dave, I've played some of my rap on stream before. Definitely. But let's see here. Let's see if I can find some cool, not cool, but it's, most of my rap is a little on the cheesy side, maybe. So okay. So here's like a really old, like, political song I made. It's in Swedish, but I think you get the gist of it. I think you let's see, where is it? Let's search for it. Do you have any Swedes in the chat? David Robot, good seeing you as well. Do you have any Swedes in the chat who can give kind of rough translation? Let's see here. So here's, this is an old rap tune in Swedish.
Det viskas i väster och öster. Hör du det inte, kamrat?
This was from back when I was a kid.
Hör du dem inte, kamrat?
Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk. Världen behöver din hjälp nu. Så upp till kamp för en bättre värld. Upp till kamp, upp till kamp. Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk. Världen behöver din hjälp nu. Så upp till kamp för en bättre värld. Upp till kamp, upp till kamp. Jag saluterar de döda röda kamrater som har gjort kampen värd all möda. Kamrater som farfar som slitit i fabriken, slitit hela livet, sitter nu kvar i skiten. Så romantisera inte fabriksarbetaren. Det är sjukdomen och inte pensionen som blir fetare. Lär av deras misstag och bli ingen knegare. Lär dig spelreglerna och bli en segrare.
Hör du dem inte, kamrat? Hör du dem inte, kamrat?
Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk. Världen behöver din hjälp nu. Så upp till kamp för en bättre värld. Upp till kamp, upp till kamp. Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk. Världen behöver din hjälp nu. Så upp till kamp för en bättre värld. Upp till kamp, upp till kamp. Vi lever i en värld som är ganska fucked up. Terrorism och krig och religionen är fucked up. Vi vägrar att backa, du och jag. Vi gör mer än att bara snacka. Du och jag, vi tar kampen till en helt annan nivå. Förändring måste inte betyda att man hårt ska slå. Bush har fattat helt jävla fel. Terrorismen kan inte bekämpas som i ett tv-spel. Hårt mot hårt funkar dåligt i längden. Hårt mot hårt ökar bara hämnden. Det är förståelsen som räddar världen. Det är förståelsen som sänker svärden. Respekt för individuella värden. Respekt för att alla inte snackar svenska i Sverige. Respekt för att alla inte är som alla andra. Respekt för att det fan gör detsamma.
Hör du dem inte, kamrat? Hör du dem inte, kamrat? Hör du dem inte, kamrat? Hör du dem inte, kamrat?
Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk. Världen behöver din hjälp nu. Så upp till kamp för en bättre värld. Upp till kamp, upp till kamp. Hör du inte, kamrat, världen är sjuk.
All right, so that was kind of like an old political tune. Basically, it's I've never been very political, but this song is a bit all over the place. Basically, I sample like this old. It's I think it's like a communist tune. I'm not really, to be honest. I sampled it because I thought it was kind of cool back then. This was like when I was very young. I thought it sounded pretty cool, and it doesn't really have that much to do with the track, I'd say. Basically, I rap about the state of the world. I rapped a bit about Bush because the U.S. President Bush, he was from like a Swedish perspective, he was tearing up parts of the world, and being a young guy, I kind of lashed out. But I've never been very good at doing like political stuff, so yeah, it's everything's politics in some way. I think most people are very aware that Swedes are pretty progressive in general, regardless if we are left or right wing. So, but it's a fun track. It's a fun track. It's not 70s Bush. No. It's we're talking post World Trade Center Bush. Definitely. Do a rap about Trump. Yeah, I'd like to do some kind of fun track there, but it feels like it's so overplayed. It's overplayed. Can't rap live though. I can't like improvise. I'm not a good rapper for sure. I can do some basic stuff, but it was just a part of my life where I tried it out. Simon the Magpie, also a very nice YouTuber. He's here. Yo, what's up? Good seeing you here. Definitely. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, everything is politics. So it's... But I don't really feel like, people ask me like sometimes people ask about political stuff, but I feel like when I do the music stuff, I don't really like to get too political, and if I do, I try to be it in a diplomatic way, because I don't want to spend my time like my passions for music and politics don't really go hand in hand, and I don't really have like the energy for it. Pretty much. James asks, who hit the dislike button? There's always like one or two guys hitting the dislike button. So you guys have to smash, like the kids say, dab on the haters. How do they do? The dabbing thing. Dab on the haters. I've seen people do it. I've heard friends of mine, their kids are like dabbing all the way. To me, it looks like a stupid Hitler salute, but... Hey, isn't that like the prerogative of old people to say that everything kids do look kind of stupid? But fidget spinner thing was kind of fun. So that's... Seems like one anti-communist. Well, I'm not I'm definitely not a communist. Definitely not. Definitely not. But I come from a like a left-leaning political background, like a lot of Swedes do. It's just the way I was brought up. But also I have a lot of European liberal ideals as well. And you know, I'm in Sweden. You would call me like we call it gray. Being a gray socialist. That's basically being a gray socialist is a little bit like being, I'm not sure, like a Democrat in the US perhaps, or something, like not very left leaning. I'd say, compared to most of my friends who are the ones that are left leaning. But yeah, it is what it is. I really kind of not tried to stay out of politics, for sure. Now we need to edit out Bo saying I'm definitely not a communist. He's like, yeah, Bo communist. I mean, I think most people watching me, if somebody gets like odd about the fact that I'm a little left leaning, that would be strange, because I'm a Swede. You know, it's pretty much the worst kept secret that Swedes are in general more left leaning than, like, even if you're a right wing person in Sweden, you'll like my brother-in-law is right leaning. He's definitely on the right side of the political spectrum, but in the US he would be a Democrat probably. So it's very, 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 very definite, very, very, very strange to talk about. Really, it's so definitely. Christopher Seich asks, on another topic, can you explain the term dirty lobster? No, I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, Midnight. I try not to get too triggered about stuff. You know, I think there's good points on many sides of the political spectrum, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, I don't really feel like going into politics that much. I mean, I'm so out of touch with politics, to be honest. I've done, you know, my work has been done in music. It's been done in healthcare. It's been done in education. So I don't really feel like I don't know it that much. I'm really a poor political debater, to be honest. You know, debating politics. It's not something I spent a lot of time doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Simon the Magpie says, I just started on my second fidget pedal. Plus, I'm a communist. Yeah, it's good for you, Simon. I think we can be accepting of each other here, guys, I think. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Block politics. Annoying. Haxor asks, Bo, any thoughts about good effect pedals for synths? Good effect pedals for synths? Yeah, I think the TC electronic stuff is really good. Like the flashback delay and the TC Hall of Fame reverb. I usually recommend it. It's kind of middle of the road, works really nicely and so on. So that's, yeah, the TC stuff definitely. Midnight Mix asks, I'm curious, what is your job? How do you afford all the synths? Midnight, that's a two-part question. How did I afford the synths? Basically, I live very cheaply. I don't use a lot of money. And I saved up. And what do I do for a job? Well, I work half-time as a university teacher in educational sciences. And so I teach, and the other part of my time I spend with my own company, which is Bo Beats, and I do music and YouTube and patch creation and so on. And that's pretty much what I'm doing with the support of you guys. So basically, I have, to support me, I have a Patreon page. That's basically a way to support me every month with a little donation. Here's the link. I put it in the chat. And so everybody over there, we are a couple of people over there at the moment. We have 47 patrons at the moment who helps me supporting me doing the stream, doing the YouTube and everything. And also I do sell some patches, some Minlog and circuit patches, and I do the YouTube videos, pretty much. Plug it, baby. Yeah, Matthew, you know, you gotta plug it sometimes. Plug it. Damn, that sounds dirty. Definitely. And yeah, as a patron, you get access to a private Facebook group where we hang out. At €5 a month, you get all the live streams, the music releases, and at €10 you get patches, samples, and also at €5 you get behind the scenes material and bonus video material. That's pretty much the gist of things at the moment. So yeah. So let's see here. Where were we before we got all political? Let's see here. Let's see if I can find. Okay, let's listen to this. This can be cool. So this is an older tune I made that sometimes I want to finish it. I never got around to finishing it. I think I wrote new lyrics for it.
Vinterkylan sliter i mitt anlete. Vintervargar ylar över samtiden. Vinterkylan sliter i mitt anlete. Vintervargar ylar över samtiden. Vintern famnar efter liven i varje hem. Vintern biter i min trötta vargalem.
Yeah, Midnight Mix. Make it into EDM and put a well-known vocalist on it and you have a hit song. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's actually called Winter Wolves, for sure. So it's definitely a winter song. So it's called Winter Wolves. And the lyrics are something like, I don't remember if they put lyrics on it. Winter wolves, they howl over the time. Or winter wolves howl over present time, I think. Winter wolves howling over the present time. Something like that. Yeah. Jigawig, yeah, I did like a two stream marathon today. You know, just flexing my streaming muscles. Playing some old music, singing a bit to you guys. You know, just having a good afternoon here. I wanted to catch some of you who are in the US and on the other side of the world. So if you don't know, I did a circuit sound design tutorial stream earlier today. So definitely and we are listening to, and just playing some of my unreleased stuff, like old stuff that I find is kind of fun. So this song here, let's see here, where is it? Do I have something here? This is kind of cool as well. Sphera Music, good seeing you as well, Sphera. Hello there. This I made in Reaper when Reaper was free. Yeah, Sphera. Yeah, you're George. Yes, of course. This was also kind of an older tune here, some kind of electronic beat stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew, it's not a circuit. Definitely not a circuit song. This is from 2008 sometime, I think. Thank you, David. It's definitely a track I want to go back to and kind of smoothen out a little bit and maybe release. I think I still got all the stems and everything for it. So sometimes it's hard, when you're going back to old music, because it's not everything is easy to kind of go back to and remix and so on. If you haven't saved it as audio and such. I still don't have a perfect workflow for that. It's oftentimes I just go back to an old song, and it's kind of hard to know if it will work. Do I have anything else fun here to play? What's this? Some slow trance. What can that be? Don't know what this is. Welcome. I'm not sure. Hey! This is like a track from 2008 something. Yeah, Midnight, I feel you. stereo spread is crazy on this one though. Richard, good having you back. Richard, did you miss my little show here earlier with the funny vocal samples? Yeah, oh, and I think some of the reverb stuff is really cool. I think it lacks a little bit of a, mid-focus, but yeah. James, always good having you. Hope to see you later on some stream. Studio Geek 32, always good having you here. Studio Geek, welcome to the stream. We are listening to some, some old stuff, some crazy going back in memory lane. Sorry, Richard. You missed some good stuff. Shannon, you missed some cringy good stuff. Cringy. Let's see here. Let's see what I can find here. Find some interesting old tunes. Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of cringy stuff for sure that I put out as well, old stuff. But let's see if is this any good. So this is like an old loop, I think. Is this some kind of old beat I found? Some old beat. Let's see here. Interesting here. Justin asks a very good question here. Or let's take Shannon's first. It's a simple one, or more simple one. Shannon says, how many tracks do you have in the archives? I think, it's thousands. We're talking thousands of songs. We're talking thousands. Definitely. 1 or 2,000 something. Songs, I mean, depends on how you define songs. Like full songs, like maybe 200 full songs, but stuff that is with a melody and a bit of a progression and so on, I guess 1,000 some plus. I have so many, so much. I've been very productive, but I haven't I think sometimes I made a lot of music because I was unhappy, where I was in my life, in the education I was doing back then when I started. Basically before I went to university, I was unhappy. I wouldn't say depressed, I would just say unhappy with my life in general. So music became a good escape. But since I still wanted to do well in school, I couldn't really focus as much as I wanted on music. And yeah, I think I also focused on the wrong things back then. The wrong kind of music. I tried to please other people too much. So that's also why I kind of quit. Why I didn't proceed. Because I was doing stuff that I wasn't happy with the music. Eventually, it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it. So I needed a break from that, and I started working and so on instead. That's basically it. So yeah, Hexer, that's I will be using a lot of that. A lot of the music in my videos. Studio Geek, it's like almost 11:30. Jigwig, probably not. Ashton asks, does your wife like your music? Yeah, I think she does. Not all of it. Not my bleepity bloppity modular kind of sounding strange esoteric ambient noise stuff, but yeah. Justin asks, since you put yourself out there for the world to critique, have you found a way to identify and process constructive criticism that can help you grow versus cruel comments that can create negativity? So that's a good question. You know, I kind of touched on this, Justin, this question. Like, how do you handle when you put a lot of stuff out there, regardless if it's YouTube or music? How do you handle the kind of feedback that you will get? Basically, and I've said this before, I think that you should firstly not look for too much feedback. And the feedback you're looking for should be coming from people that you think are good mentors. And you should be very mindful about what you're asking for, what kind of feedback you're asking for. And when it comes to like the unsolicited feedback, like people that will be critiquing you just because you're putting yourself out there, I think, and I'm not saying I don't struggle with this, but I think the most important thing to recognize is that people will always speak their mind, but you do not have to listen. You don't owe people to listen to their feedback. Just because somebody takes the time to write feedback doesn't mean that it's constructive. It doesn't even mean, you know, it could be super constructive, but it doesn't give people the right to your time and attention just because they can critique. It's like the saying, anybody can be a critic. And that's very true. It's a lot harder to produce something than to criticize something. And I think, therefore, I'm very careful what kind of... I've become more and more over the years, more careful what kind of... And this goes for all my work I do. I don't listen much to people who have strong opinions about what I do. Unless it's a person I deeply respect or somebody who's earned my trust or earned my respect in some way. Earned the privilege of being a person that can tell me something. And this goes back, let's get a little psychological here, guys, late in the evening. This goes back to something my old supervisor told me. She was a Freudian, so she was a psychoanalyst. And I once upon a time I asked her for advice about my career. And she said something that's been with me for a long time. She said, Bo, whenever you ask somebody for advice, what you get in return are just their wishes and wants. It doesn't have anything to do with your position, where you are at and what you need to go forward. If you ask people for advice, there's a big chance that a lot of what they will give you are just their own like projections, their own hidden desires, like their own unconscious conscious dreams and wants. So it's very difficult asking people for advice. And so I try to keep that circle very small. It's also very good to kind of be critical, like if somebody has something to say, like if somebody comes into my YouTube and say like, yeah, you should do this different than this. Who is that person? Is that person somebody who has the experience and knowledge to really say something of value that I can take with me and use? Or is it just, another idiot on the internet, just some random person? Why is it necessarily valuable? And I think this is very important, because oftentimes when we struggle with being afraid of critique, it's that because we are afraid of not doing a good thing. But we have to remember, doing a good thing, doing good work, putting out a good product, critique or feedback doesn't necessarily reflect the quality of the product. It might just reflect the people giving the feedback. So that would be my kind of 50 cents. And yeah, so it's very basic advice, I'd say, for sure, Robot. It's nothing super special, but yeah. I don't really know if, yeah, Freud got a lot of criticism. David, I'm not saying it's special because it's like Freudian or something. I'm saying it was very important to me that like I reached out to this peer, like not this peer, but this teacher, and like, do you have? Oh, I'm so confused. Do you have any suggestions? Blah blah blah. And she just, she basically told me like, why are you asking people for suggestions about this? You have to figure out what's in your heart. And that people maybe can help you with in different ways, but not by telling you what would be good options. Because those good options can easily lead you astray. Nanomancer, good having you here as well. I don't know if I said hello to you. Yeah. I'm not a psychoanalyst myself. I'm a CBT licensed psychotherapist. So yeah. Richard asks, hey Bo, can you do a video on what's involved in producing a sound pack and what's expected in one? Yeah, definitely, Richard. When I have a little bit more experience, I've just done a few so far, and I want to, have a little bit more experience before I do it. Definitely. Yeah. Lucas, glad you stayed a little longer for this. Owen, I think Owen, you say, if you agree with the criticism, then go with it. If you don't, then ignore it. I think it's much more complicated than that. Because if you have a good mentor, he or she will say things that you might not want to hear. That's why you need somebody who you deeply respect. You need people around you that you profoundly respect, teachers or mentors or peers or friends, that you deeply respect, that can be allowed to say stuff that you do not agree with, but that can have significant impact on you and your life. We all need that. We need to, have outside sources, to kind of mirror us and help us move on and progress and develop. So it's not really about agreeing, disagreeing. Somebody can say something and it hits home, like a comment hits home, like, yeah, oh man, yeah, I know, I need to fix this. I need to do better lighting, or I need to do better scripts, or blah, blah, blah. But just because it hits home, because I agree with it, doesn't make it sound, it doesn't make it good in itself. Is it the kind of feedback I need to truly progress if I already know it? Or if I already agree with it? It's a little bit complicated, I think. Matthew, good having you. You've been sticking around for a long time. Thank you so much. Definitely. Definitely. I think Haxer, you're putting it pretty good. It's not possible to satisfy all listeners. The trick is to address the right people. Yeah, finding your crowd, for sure. Lucas, see you around later. Nighty night. Yeah, everyone's different, tastes are different, people's opinions are different, for sure. So yeah. Thank you, Project. Thank you so much for just being here, supported. Definitely. We are the crowd. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I try to please you. Well, yeah, I think doing YouTube seriously, doing YouTube is different from doing music. If you only do music, that's one thing. If you only do movies, that's one thing. YouTube is more a social platform, and social platforms are by default more, how you say, you have to be more service minded. You can't, go into yourself and just do whatever you want. No, not if you want some kind of relative success. You need to find this kind of balance between what works and what you like, and you're finding those sweet spots. And maybe that goes for music as well, and so on. But I think that in music, I think YouTube is less, doing YouTube videos is less of an art form in some ways than music and art and drama and so on. I think it is more middle of the road. It's more mainstream, just the format itself, and it's also very social. So it's kind of hard, you know, if you go into YouTube with a mindset of, you know, I'm just going to do my thing, I don't, you know, F everybody else. Probably a bit complicated. So yeah, guys, it's been a lovely live stream, guys. It's been just lovely hanging out with you tonight. I'm feeling like the throat is getting a little tired. I did a 2-hour live stream earlier today. I recorded a video before that, released it. So if you haven't checked my latest video out, go to my YouTube later and check it out. I think it turned out pretty well. Studio Geek, I won't check it now. I will check it later. So I'm going to wind down slowly now. So, and yeah. Martin Peters says, just tuned in. I have to say you have a personality and I like the way you review stuff. So heads up. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you for liking my stuff. It's always pleasant to know that I'm doing something right, for sure. Yeah. Owen, I need to go to bed. And yeah, super nice evening, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for just hanging out here. If you want to, you can hit the little like button, subscribe to the channel. We are soon closing in on 9,000 subscribers. I think that's very cool. Very cool. We had 100 subs. We had like this time last year, we had like 100 subs or something. So that's very, very fun. Yeah, it's been in quite the growth. And you guys are, of course, the reason why this works out in the end. So yeah, if you want to support me in some way, you can always do it by going to patreon.com/bowbeats. You can just go there, check out the rewards if there's anything there that you're interested in. If you just want to ship in, you know, many rivers small makes a bigger river. You can also check my Minilog patches if you want to. Here's the link, I'll put it in here. And if you want to stay up to date, I got a Facebook, I got a Twitters, and an Instagram. Guys, go make some lovely music, have a pleasant evening, and thank you so much for just hanging out. So, see you later.